Fun fact number 7. Good morning. This is me raw in the morning. I did brush my teeth, though. Flossed and brushed my teeth. Looks like it's a beautiful day today, and I would love to go for a very long walk to the ocean, which I probably will do. But this is here and now. So yesterday I was trying to do a lot of things and was having two vacuums. I have one that's my vacuum that works well for me, but it's a Dyson and the battery's dying on it. It's not lasting as long. Um, and it's better for my back. And then my daughter has one that she inherited and wasn't really sucking. And so I was trying to find the bags and I was trying to figure out how it worked. And it's a plug-in and I'm trying to figure it out so I could get some vacuuming done, and it just wasn't sucking anything up. And I did a lot of different things, and she came home and we changed the bag, and she saw that it was having problems with certain items too, and we tried a lot of different things, and she was for one of the carpets that's over the wood floor. So the pile's very dense, and she's trying to move the thing, and it wouldn't even move. And so she's like trying to force it to move. And there's like a rubber piece with a plastic piece that goes into the metal piece. And when she tried to force it to move, the hard plastic piece went crunch and flew all over the place. So I said we could super glue it back together. And um, and she goes, well, it's going to be really hard to do that. And I said, well, let's just duct tape it for now. But by the time we got to that point, it was like 8, 9 o'clock at night. And I'm like, let's just duct tape it, test it out. It works. I'll finish vacuuming today, which I have to do still. And, but she was like, I guess I don't know my own strength. And that's exactly what she wanted to do when she got home from work. Um, my finances are crap. I'm really thinking about closing my savings account, which only has a few $100s left in it. I'm not getting paid. Well, I didn't. It's past the time, right? I didn't get paid this month because I didn't work last month because there were no times that I could work the life of subbing. And this month, like I said, I think before there were a lot of opportunities. And I tried to go for them, but somebody got to them before me. But this week, I'm actually supposed to be working 2 days this week and 1 day next week. That's only a few $100s that I'll make. So, my savings is gone, and um, I've applied for jobs. I've tried to make money. Um, I've gotten some assistance, but it's not going to pay the bills that I'm trying to pay, and it's getting kind of rough for me. Um, I'm okay with that. My daughter's willing to support me, basically. My mom could help me out, but she was really not um, helping me out. I'm trying to get money. I'm selling stuff online. I'm applying for jobs. I'm pretty much doing everything I can to try to bring in some money so I can help with bills and do my part, but it's not really working. And so I'm not sure really what's going to happen tomorrow, but here and now is a beautiful day. The other thing is that I met somebody, almost instantly connected with him. Um, there's a lot of things about me, I'm sure. There's a lot of things about him that don't seem to make sense, I would say, or that we're not on the same page with some crucial things, I would say. Um, but there is a chemistry and there is a connection that is undeniable. And my head keeps saying, walk away, you know. But then there's also me that's kind of spontaneous and says, let's see what happens. But I tend to love very deeply and get connected very deeply and put a lot into a relationship. And when something happens that makes me realize maybe I made a bad choice, or when they're cruel or thoughtless or um, just not prioritizing me, and when I'm the one that's doing all the work, like the first one to say good morning, the last one to say good night, um, the one that's, but see, if I'm thinking about you, then I want to let you know that I'm thinking about you, that you're part of me and part of my world, and you are, and I want you to know that. But then maybe sometimes it's too intense. I don't know. So I try not to be too intense and too rushing forward with what I know and what I feel, and trying to allow the other person to figure out what they want too. But I really enjoy being with this person, and I think we have a lot of fun together and good energy. And I think there's a lot more things we could do together. But I think the distance I don't think it's too far. And, but he does. I mean, I've had people much further that we've been able to get together. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. And I think one of the first things I said to him was, I think you're unsure. So, um, but he's attentive in a lot of ways, but I'm usually, I think, I would say 7 times out of 10, I'm the one that's making the effort to stay connected. Um, when he sees me, I mean, he's overwhelmingly does not wants to spend more time with me. But I don't think he's even said that he likes me. But he's kind of shown it, which is good. But I'd like to hear it too, I think. And I think I told him I liked him the first day, but I think he didn't absorb that and doesn't remember that. Um, but to me, it's almost not somehow making logical sense for me, but it's there. And he's making me feel happy. And the fact that I'm not totally just diving in 100%, like, hey, when can we see each other again? And hey, I'd really like if you could come visit. And, you know, um, and I'm also still looking at the dating sites and seeing if there's somebody else out there for me. I'm not like putting all my eggs in one basket, but part of me feels like I am, and part of me feels like I'm being better than I used to be when I got attached to somebody because I was connected to them and they showed me something more than every other guy. so so I have that going on right now, and I think it's a really positive thing right now, as long as we're on the same page, and we decide what the relationship is eventually. Um, But I know I don't have everything he's looking for. And I know he doesn't have everything I'm looking for. But when we're together, it feels really good to be together. And I don't know, it's really nice, and I'd really like to see where it would go. But I don't know if he feels the same, honestly. So we'll see. But it's I think it's a positive. But then with that, he's a person who is working a lot and is in a high-end job and is making a lot of money. And I used to be that person. And but right now, financially, I don't have it. So I don't want him to be the one to carry that either. So I don't know how far I can go, because I can't go, hey, let me take you out to dinner, because I really can't afford it. Things like that. And he can do things like that, but then I don't want it to feel really one-sided and like I'm taking advantage of him, because that's not why I like him and want to spend more time with him. I never really care about the money. I care about the person. And so that's making me, I think, more hesitant. My financial situation, I think, is making me more hesitant about jumping into, because I want it to be more on equal ground. And right now he's in a situation where he can do he's working a lot, but he can do what he wants when he wants to. And I don't have the resources to do that. So I'm trying to figure it out, but that's making me more hesitant, because I don't want him to feel like that I'm there for that. But we touch base every day. He tries to make me laugh and sometimes does. Wish we would talk on the phone more and text less. But I think it's either going to be it's either going to be my next interesting relationship, and maybe he'll stay, but nobody ever stays. Or um, um or maybe he'll be another lesson, another stair step into finding my way to something or someone that will stay and love me for all of me. Who didn't vote for Trump? Oh my God, that's another here and now, isn't it? How long do we have? Um, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. Do I think I wouldn't be in the situation financially that I am right now if male privilege wasn't a thing, if ageism wasn't a thing, if my ex-husband was a decent person and gave me alimony, if Trump wasn't president? No, I think my life would be much better. I think right now I'm trying not to dive into the politics too much. There's not a lot I can do, like I said, because my resources, I've gone to the protests that I could. But shooting a woman in the face 3 times and calling her a fucking bitch because she's trying to leave like you asked her to, um, is insane. It's insanity. The world is going towards insanity, and us and them is more and more prevalent. and not the evolution that I hoped for the species and that I prayed for since and wished for and worked for since I was born. I've hoped for a better societal system. I've hoped for, and none of the existing ones are perfect, so, but I've hoped for a better one and us to get away from boxes and balls and little stars. Oh, you're a success, because you followed this path and these rules. And I was hoping for something better for a long time. And now it's more worse. It's because I have more boxes and balls than you do. You don't fit inside the box, so you need to go over there. You don't fit the standards that we're want society to be. You're not just like me, so you're wrong. So we're going to eliminate you. You aren't just following my commands, so I'm doing exactly what I want you to do, exactly when I want you to do it, and reading my mind. I'm going to shoot you in the face and kill you. You're not kissing my ass. I'm going to shoot you in the face and kill you. And I'm going to get away with it. But wait, I'm the president of Venezuela. No, I'm the president of Iran. No, you are a vapid waste of space that is killing people. All these anti-abortion people should be outraged at the children and people being killed that they say, well, it could be another Einstein. So could all of these people that were just murdered by Trump and Felon 47 and his whole regime. I usually don't say his name because it's a dirty word and Felon 47 is more accurate. And I'm wondering what they're doing in Washington, D.C. all this time. He shouldn't have been elected the first time. He should have put in jail after January 6th. There was no way he should have been elected a second time. But because those things happen, let's balance it out. You know I'm all about balance. Let's balance out the fact that this guy, none of this stuff should have happened. But I also told somebody the other day, well, maybe they're not coming down when they're afraid of his base and they would lash back if they just came down on him really hard. Okay. They don't want him to be a martyr. Okay. Not like I would ever view him as a martyr because he's done absolutely nothing good and he's destroyed the country and now he's destroying the world. Okay. He wants war. Major Barbara, I've said that before. Read the play. It's about money and greed and narcissism and egoism and I'm right and you're wrong and might is right and Reed runs in Future King. And I want to be immortal and read Otherland and when will we ever learn? I don't know. And it's very disappointing to say the least. But it's horrific. It's horrific what is going on. And some people think it's good. And it's not. But the people in Washington, D.C. need to do something. They needed to do something a long time ago, if you ask me. But now they're like, oh, we're going to impeach this one and we're going to impeach that one and this one's going to be brought up on charges. But they're still doing the illegal crap and they're still doing what they're doing and people are still dying. And I can't stand between the regime and the whole world. I just be dead too, which I'm probably going to be anyway, but what the fuck? That's all I gotta say about the current state of society and political regimes right now. That's what the fuck. Humans fucking evolve. love. Try feeling what that actually means. Empathy. Feel it. Something wrong. Something very wrong. So the actual here and now is okay right now. I don't know if I will be tomorrow. I don't know if I will be the next moment. And I think that has a lot to do with my resources, my finances, and the regimes that are out there that are destroying the world. Possible love, possible positivity. That's good. But it always could turn in the next moment, right? The sun is shining and the ocean is so blue and the vacuum is fixed. And there's things I can do with my limited resources right now. And I can live my life the best I can, moment to moment. This moment, next moment might be, or it might be, you never know. But I'm here. And when I went to dance on Sunday, somebody said, "How are you? I haven't seen you in a long time." And I said, "I'm okay right now, but things are getting rough." And then I said, "But I'm here, and that's what's important. I'm here dancing right now. That's what's important. I'm here now. I can't promise the next second what's going to happen because I don't know how to make it better. All I can do is keep trying to hold on. And don't cry. I feel like I've been doing that for a very long time, in one way or another. Fighting to hold on to what is, and then losing that. And creating a new is to try to hold on to. So it's rough. But I haven't given up completely. I've given up on a lot of things, but I haven't given up completely. As long as I'm still breathing, for those who are no longer. Ciao, Bellas. Here and now.